Hey, what's up, IG fam? It's Pika here in Singapore, and it's Tuesday night. It's kind of late, but it's all good. You know me, I'm the night owl. Just wanted to hop on here and introduce you to yet another young lady who is super, super fiery, has great energy, is gorgeous to boot, and she's always about helping her fellow women. So I'm actually really excited to introduce Candice when she does jump on here. Hey, Joy, how are you? And she's actually in Pacific Standard Time, so it was a little bit to kind of figure out, the best time to get on. But I'm really excited to get her on here. She has such a great energy about her. She is doing all she can to give back to her community, just like Sarah did yesterday, and she was talking about that too. So I'm really, really excited to have her on here. Hey, Michael. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen you in, what is it, 10 years? Anyway, yeah, so I'm hoping everybody's doing well tonight. I'm hoping you're finding some value in these lives. The whole purpose behind them is to make sure that you understand that whatever situation you're in, whatever's going on for you, you have choices. There are other things that you could be doing. There's another way you could, for you. So here we go. I'm hoping she pops up in a second. Hey, Miss Candice.
Hi.
How are you? Good morning.
Good morning. Well, good morning for me. It's
It'll be good
what
morning for me in like a half an hour.
goodness.
It's all good. I'm just like you. We stay up all hours of the night, but we still get it done. So, I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm good.
I was like, well, you look beautiful because I know you probably didn't even
Thank
sleep
you.
a wink.
No, I had stuff to do. What's sleep? I don't know. Do you know what sleep is? I don't know what sleep is.
I don't know. That's the dolphin in us, right?
Yeah, exactly. See? So how have you been? How's your week been so far? I know it's still early in the week.
It's actually it's busy. My oldest is well, actually, both of my kids are graduating.
Wow.
On
That's big. That's big.
Yeah, so my daughter is graduating high school, and
Hold on. Say that one more time. I didn't hear you.
I said my daughter's
Your
graduating
daughter
high.
Yeah, okay.
And then my son is graduating or has his eighth grade promotion.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
it's like a busy week, and we didn't have intentions of like doing anything big because we're actually leaving out of town like a few like early the next morning.
Okay.
Um but
So that's the celebration, the going out of town part, right?
no, that's not.
Oh, it's not.
my
Is that
son has
work?
my son has a basketball tournament, so we
Oh,
gotta
wow. Okay.
yeah. Things are crazy, but we're
We
always on the move.
manage. Somehow we figure it out. Like it's the same 24 hours. You just pack it all in there somehow, right?
Exactly, exactly. And I wouldn't know. I don't know. I mean, you're like that too. I know you are. Like you wouldn't you weren't busy or you didn't have something going on or 10 million things going on.
We'll figure it out. If it's important to you, find a way. That's the whole damn thing. If it's important to you, we'll find a way,
That is right.
right? Yeah.
So how's baby girl? Did she all in all her missing teeth?
She's learning how to eat again. I feel so bad for her.
Uh,
So
it,
I'm just glad her appetite's back because there was so much pain in her mouth that she didn't even want to eat anymore. So that's kind of it's
yeah.
cycling back around. She's figuring it out again. So more than that though, I want to talk about you. So you
Okay.
have just recently launched Together We Can coaching, but before that you had Winning with Other Women. So the WOW and then
Yes.
Together We Can coaching. Like I love that. Everything about you screams I'm giving back. So how did that
Yes.
start for you? Where did that start for you?
So I still have WoW. I still have WoW. That is like, I think that's going to be my baby for a very, very long time. Uh, it was really, it came at a pivotal moment in my life.
Okay.
And it was an answer to a prayer that I wasn't even praying about. And
Okay.
that was my vision. And yeah, so that is really like my women's organization, my nonprofit organization. The
Hmm.
nonprofit piece of it is Wow the World. And,
Yes.
we're in 8 different communities over 2 different states.
That's
And it's
amazing.
really teaching women, or our whole motto is like cease to increase. That means giving a part of yourself
Hmm.
in order to increase or elevate in life. And some people just don't know that the others the success on the other side of success is your selfless acts, your service, and
Yes.
what you do, you know, and not many people know that. I didn't know that either. You know, it was really kind of, you know, an evolution of my own self-development of figuring that out, of serving others. And when you take yourself out of the picture, everything else comes back to you, you know? So,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. And I love that. You just recently did an event, right, with WOW. That was for prom, am I correct?
Yeah, so
Okay.
we did it's our annual prom event from January to about April, May.
Mm-hmm.
It's all there's so many different working parts. Like the first 3 months is collecting prom dresses,
Mm-hmm.
donations, and actually this year we actually did prom dresses and suits because we took care of the
Oh,
boys also.
yes.
Yeah, so we
Ah!
did tuxedos for the boys, and then
Oh,
this year we did 5 different giveaways in 5 different cities and 2 different
okay.
states. And I think our numbers we gave away over 300 dresses and suits to like underprivileged girls and boys. Um,
Oh.
and
So who
yeah,
says you
and
can't
then
be an everyday hero?
I mean, I guess, but I mean, it's, you know, it's really, it's collectively, like, it's not something that we can just do alone, you know?
Well,
So, I
obviously.
mean, it's even the people that are just donating dresses or their suits or tuxedos or anything like that. They're all a part of the bigger picture, you know, and even if they can't be there at the actual giveaways or anything like that, we couldn't do it without what their part in it is.
I
So,
totally get it. I totally get it.
yeah.
But the fact is, you dreamed this up somehow, and you provided this means for everyone to kind of collaborate wherever they can, to contribute wherever they can. And so you have this movement because you know better than most of us. You're proving it every day that together we move forward faster.
Yes, we rise by lifting up others, you know, whether it's,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah. So, I mean, if you can't, you know, start with the world, you start with the person that's next to you know,
Yep.
and you get ripple effects like that. Yeah.
Exactly. So I
Yeah.
love that. The fact that you're even giving back to people. Like, I mean, people think about it and they're like, oh, that's so sad. But then they're going out about their own business. But you found a way to do that. You've found a way to make it concrete, something real. How long have you been doing WOW?
It's 2 years. 2 years.
2 years. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just 2 years.
So,
Last year was a huge year for us. That was our first like complete calendar year from January through December, and you know, the last part of 2017, natural disasters like all over the world were
yeah.
happening. So we sent 2 different teams, 2 different times to Hurricane Harvey to do relief. And I mean, we were out there gutting houses,
Oh,
rebuilding houses. I am not the type of person that does a whole lot of labor. But I mean,
but you did it anyway. It was a good cause.
you
Yeah.
do it, and you know, and it's like we were the work that we were doing and the lifting. The first time that we went out there, like, I mean, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to wake up the next day. How am I supposed to do a whole week? And you know, you just have the energy, the adrenaline, and you know, when you're
Hmm.
meeting, because we met the people that actually live in these homes, and you know,
Wow. So it
it's
brought it
so,
home for you. Like really. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, you know, and it's every single time, whether it's like a prom drive or it's, you know, natural disasters or like these little missions trips that we do or anything like that. Like we always go and we think, okay, we're going to go bless somebody. We're going to go make an impact. And honestly, it's different. It's the other way around. Like we're the ones that
You
feel like,
learn,
wow,
right?
yeah, our life has changed because of them. You know, we thought we were going to go over there and be like the miracle workers, and really they've done a miracle in our lives and just made us see a whole different side of humanity and love. Um,
Humility is such a beautiful thing, and it's until you meet people that really have lost everything, but they're still kind, and they're still, courageous, and they still show love when they have every reason to be like bitter and angry, and they choose to do those things, and it's beautiful. I love that, and that's part of why I'm bringing every one of you on here, because all of you have been through something crazy. All of you have lived through some kind of tragic, abuse, whatever it is, abuse or something just major that changed everything for you. And
yeah.
somehow you're still here. You're sitting over here across my screen, smiling at me, talking about the things that you're giving back. I mean, how many people can really say that? I mean, we think about it, but how many people are actually doing what they're saying? The fact that you're being authentic and doing what you say you're going to do, that's freaking amazing. I love it.
Oh, thank you. Thank
You're
you. I
welcome.
mean, everybody has their own, their own trials, their own adversities,
Yep.
their own struggles. But it's, you have the decision, and it's all energy. If you're going to focus your energy on, woe is me, I'm playing, the victim. I mean, we're all allowed like a certain amount of time for that, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I mean, eventually, okay, what are you going to use it? Like now, like I just have a different way of looking at it. Instead of saying,
Yeah.
okay, those are my hardest and my darkest times, my most difficult times. No, those are my launching pads of what like propelled me into bigger and better things, and those are the times when like, wow, that came about. That came about because of that, and if we don't
Yes.
always know what why we're going through something at the time, but it's like trusting and embracing it and like, okay, all right, I got it. I'll go through this. I'll get through it because I know something bigger and better is on the other side. It's the yin and yang effect, I think, of everything. Like, there's a positive and negative.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's great because I mean a lot of people, yeah, every one of us go through like little trials and tribulations every day, but not everyone will take that energy and do something with it. For you, from what I've know, what little I know about you, I know that no matter what happens, you're going to take that energy and make it something constructive. You're going to push through whatever it is and make something of it. They say necessity is the mother of all invention, and when you're like really down, you don't have money in your pocket, you don't have food in your stomach, you're brokenhearted, whatever it is. Suddenly you feel this urge. Okay, you know what? Damn it, I'm gonna do something because I don't like it.
Yeah. It's the, fight or flight
Yeah,
sensation,
and most of us are fighters.
yes, yes. Amen. I really have
So
to. What other, I mean, to me, like for me, I just feel like what other choice do I have? I mean, yeah, mean, I'd be lying like if I didn't say like I didn't have, some days I like, when I feel like I'm under attack or
yeah.
whatever, and that things just aren't going my way. But it's like I said, you're allotted a little bit of time to
Those feelings will demand to be felt. You won't be able to escape that. You got to feel
yeah,
it, and then you
yeah,
just got to figure out. Okay, well, what do I do now? I felt it.
right,
I understand. What do I do now? Yeah.
exactly. It's the action. Okay, what am I going to do to you know to make this a better situation? Why am I going through this? It's for a reason.
Right.
And a lot of the times it's, so that we can be teachers of whatever we're learning, whatever we're growing from.
Yeah. And once you've gone through it, they say lessons learned in blood, you will remember forever. So when we've gone through, like really walked through fire and really been through all those things, you know that backwards and forwards, you never want to feel it again, and you recognize it like a mile away before it starts happening again. So you really are able to teach from a different standpoint, I think. And that's why I wanted to actually segue into your coaching business. You just started the page, but you've already been doing this for a little bit for some of us. So I'm actually excited to find out why you chose Together We Can. I mean, I know why, but I want you to explain why. Together We Can coaching.
But I think I might have like kind of said it before, because I think it's not, it's never like an individual process. It's always a coming
Yeah.
together of unifying others. And it's not that, when you come to me for coaching, it's not that I'm going to be helping you or, doing everything for you or
Yeah.
making your life amazing after, getting coaching with me. It's not about that. It's together. We can do whatever it is that you want. Sometimes we just need that voice in our head when we can't be the loudest voice in our own head. Sometimes we
Yeah.
need that positivity or that encouragement and the support of somebody saying you can be and you can do anything that you want to. I wish like I had that, and it's something like I'm developing, through other connections and relationships and new friendships.
Yeah.
But it's not an individual process, and I think we all feel better when we know that we don't have to go through something alone, and
Exactly.
at least
Yeah.
two. two of us
that
together.
support system changes everything. It's like, in your own head, yes, you're by yourself. When you're sitting thinking about it, like right now, I'm in the house by myself. My daughter is asleep, My mom just left back to Sri Lanka, so I'm in the house by myself. But because I have connections like you, because I can reach out and ask people for advice or help or share my story for a second, and then we can both commiserate and then we get on with it, I don't feel alone. There are situations where you could be in a crowd of people and you feel alone because you don't connect with them on any level. So I love that you explained coaching that way, because that's exactly what it is. You're going to teach from your experience and hope that the way you speak and the way you portray all of those experiences help the other person understand in a different way what they should have seen all along. Like, they should have been able to see it, but sometimes maybe there's a block in their head and you're able to speak in such a way that they, oh my God, okay, that makes sense. That aha moment really, really is like everything that we're looking for in a coaching position, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, any moment in life, right? We're always looking for those aha moments and the striving for
Yeah.
those. But yeah, so I mean, I guess it's been, mentoring and coaching has been something I've been doing in the last few years.
Mm-hmm. And I can see that, like, from your WOW business, I can see how you'd be coaching people as they come through your doors, or even the kids that come through and try on dresses, whatever the case may be. I can see you doing that just naturally without, without any pretense. It's just who you are.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not always who I was, but it's just, when you're called to a higher purpose and a calling, your life changes and your ways change, and you realize that, life really has nothing to do with me. It really has everything to do with, the people, and
Yep.
what am I doing to impact and affect lives? How am I making the world a better place? How can I touch, one person at a time? And when that burden of, okay, how can I make everything in my life better,
Yeah.
gets lifted off of you, things just, I can't even explain it. It's just, it's honestly just life changing. It's life
Yep.
changing.
It's like the next level of gratitude almost. Like, gratitude for me is like, okay, I'm happy with the things in my life, but when you serve somebody else, you are allowed into their life a little bit to see what they're going through. You suddenly are grateful that they're there to teach you and grateful for what you do have. And it's like, it's a different level. Like, you're really giving back, and I really do appreciate all the work you're doing. I know that you have an aspiration to speak, and I'm hoping you do that soon so we can, showcase you a little bit. So, how do you feel about speaking at the moment? Is that something that you feel comfortable with already? Have you already been doing it? Because I have a feeling you have.
Yeah, yeah. So I I've done a lot of speaking in the past,
Mm-hmm.
probably not like the past 5 years. With our business, like we were asked to, do like conventions of like hundreds of people and do talks. And then I've been doing it with WOW.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it's never something that I thought I would ever do. I hate that.
Really?
Like, high school, growing up as a kid, like I would dread it. Like, doing book reports in front of the class or anything. Like, I hated public
Oh, I
speaking or,
know.
yeah, I hated
I was the same way.
it.
My knees would be shaking. I'd be like, oh, God, I'm going to forget everything.
Yeah, but then it's like, you remove yourself from it, and it's like,
Yeah.
wow, I have the power to use everything that I've gone through to kind of support and possibly, hopefully, inspire somebody else, and that was
Yes.
like the paycheck for the heart, of when we would do talks or something, and somebody would come up to us and be like, hey, because of you, when I heard you talk like a few months ago, I didn't want to give up, and like
Yes.
those are one of the most powerful words that anybody can tell you. Like, I didn't give up because of you,
Right.
and so it's really relaying that message, and like I can't wait to do more of it. So yeah, so the other piece, so
Yeah.
wow, together with
Tell
PCAT
me.
coaching, we have dysfunctionally undefeated, where we want to
Yeah.
showcase, um, you know, we're eventually going to put together a speaking circuit and showcasing people from communities of people maybe that um, never heard of, but they have
Yeah.
a testimony and a story that can inspire millions, you know, and it's giving them that platform to share their story. Hi, Sarah.
I'm so sorry. No, I'm excited because this is what we all want. We want to share our stories. We want to showcase the regular people because obviously every one of us have a story. But you never know. You were exactly right when you say you never know what little thing that you might say that really just changes someone's life and they suddenly decide not to give up that day. And I don't know about you, but for me, when I hear those kinds of testimonials, it's normally at a time where I'm like, I go through times where I doubt what I'm saying. I doubt, if my message is clear, if it's the right message, if I'm, whatever it is, however I'm showing up. And it's right at that moment when I usually get someone who will come by and be like, you know what? You changed things for me. You changed my perspective. You gave me hope. And that's like the best feeling ever. That's like the greatest feeling to justify what it is that you're doing, that you're trying to get out there. You know you have a story to tell. You know you have a purpose. And there will be times, as an entrepreneur, I know you know for a fact that, throughout your journey with WOW, throughout your journey with, coaching, Together We Can coaching, and then your speaking circuit, that you have roadblocks, you have moments where you don't feel like, I don't know if this is going to work, and what am I doing? This is crazy. But you push through anyway, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, it happens. I actually I think it happened a couple of weeks ago, or just even like questioning, and it's like taking those whatever it is for somebody, of taking those moments of just being quiet, so you can eliminate all the chatter of people, of your past, because like we're constantly battling our own self, our own past
Yes.
self, right? Of like, who do
Mm-hmm.
you think you're doing? You're just this. This is who you are, and has nothing to do with who I'm going to be,
Right.
and so I actually did that. I don't know if I told you, I was on a 5-day fast, which ended yesterday.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which ended yesterday. I was gonna go another 2 days because I was just like, wow, I was like, oh my gosh, so many like ideas, and just working, because I think, I don't know, for
Okay.
me, I guess I was putting myself to work just so I wouldn't think about how
You told me,
hungry I
yes. You did. You were beasting through some work that you were telling me about. And I was like, holy cow! Like, do you know what time it is?
Yeah, like I mean, and I love food. Like, I love food. I love to eat. I love me some chicken wings. So, um,
Wow. So how did you?
I
Yeah, you said you were full of ideas, right? Is that because you were, you were using the energy not to think about the food, but you were, putting it to good use?
yeah, and I think like it's just so I fasted twice in the
Hmm.
last, like, it's the only time I've ever done something like this,
Oh.
and yeah, so this is only the second time. I think the first time we did was a few months ago, when we did with the RVP Queens for like 3 days or something like that.
Oh, right in the beginning, like all the way back in the beginning, like maybe the second week
Yeah,
or something like that. Okay, yeah.
yeah. But it just, I don't know, like, it's about surrendering, right? Like, I'm surrendering my natural urge to want to eat and take care of my
That's a difficult
own.
urge.
Yeah, of me personally, and surrendering myself to listen to a higher voice, to listen to a
Right.
higher being. For me, it's my God, of just knowing, okay, I know I'm gonna lean on you when I feel weak, when I feel like I'm so hungry, and when I need some
Oh.
chicken wings or something. But yeah, it's just, there was just, and that's what I was praying about, was I need some clarity and discernment of which direction to go.
Okay.
Um, and I don't know, like, it was just like all these things. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start this. I'm like, wow. Imagine how productive my days could be when I'm beasting out like that. What I could accomplish. That's why I was
That's
like,
yeah.
yeah, maybe I'll do another 2 days. But I was like, nah. I was like, I'm good. I want to eat now.
I understand that. So, wow. So, of all those ideas, what did you decide to do finally? I'm hoping you wrote them all down because, I mean, I will forget. I know I'll forget. So, did you write everything down? Like, do you have a plan for how you want to put everything together?
Yeah, and I mean, that's why, like, because of that, that's where, when I started my Together We Can coaching page,
Yes.
I finally put that together, and then just rebranding our dysfunctionally undefeated, and just making new, like, connections, and meeting new people, and
Yes.
lining up some interviews and things like that, and just expanding, helping others, and hopefully that will be our business, and what we want to do is going to be the byproduct of helping other people also get where they want.
Absolutely. Exactly, and I feel like that's like the best way to push for business. If you help enough other people get what they want, you eventually get to the next level yourself. It's like an endless cycle, almost like paying it forward over and over again. Like I really like that concept. That's kind of more of who I am. I like that. I like connecting with people. I love talking to you. I've talked to you maybe a handful of times, but it's always been some like fascinating insight that I get from you, and I feel rejuvenated. Like I know I can do that for other people, but it's really nice when you get that back from other people as well. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, thank you. I mean, ditto. It goes both ways. Like, and like I'm so blessed this past year. We're just now getting into like the halfway point of
Yep.
2018 has just blessed me with
Yeah.
some
What the
amazing
hell?
friendships. I know. Time flies when you're having fun, right?
Or if you're working and you don't look up, yeah, that's true too. So
Well, hopefully you're having fun when you're working.
I am. Look, these conversations fill me with joy. I feel so blessed and so energized after every one of these conversations because I'm talking to people who are on my wavelength. I'm talking to people who are doing the kinds of work that I want to do. They have the same mentality, the same values. And something happens when you surround yourself with those kinds of people instead of like, your everyday people who go to work, come back, complain, wait for the weekend, drink all weekend, go back to work, come back, complain. Like that whole circle. I'm over it. I'm not that person anymore. So when I get to find women or men who are on that wavelength where they're thinking about the collective energy of the world, like the state of human affairs, and how can we do something small that would just raise that for everybody and make a difference. Like that's amazing to me. That's major.
Yeah, and it's important to surround yourself, or if that's what you want to do, that's your purpose, your calling. You got to surround yourself with the people that are even a level higher than you.
Yes.
Because you are who you surround yourself. You're the average of the five people.
Oh, I hate that quote. That quote will piss me off no end. But yeah, that's true.
Well,
It's the truth.
I mean, yeah, and just like 2018, I went into 2018 going, you know what, I want to elevate. I want to elevate my relationships because I know that's gonna help me get to where I want to go. Life is great, but you know what, I'm hungry for more, and the only way that I could do that was to not that you're removing and like cleaning slate and like, okay, everybody, my life is bye, but everybody serves a purpose, but
Right.
it's now enlarging my circle, enlarging it with people that are doing bigger, better things than me, who are dreamers and visionaries too, and you know what?
Yes.
That's going to be contagious. Energy is contagious, so like
Yes.
that I want to catch, it's going to be those good vibes. So
Exactly.
so blessed that like you've come into my life, and
Oh.
yes, and I see Sarah watching. Sarah's
I see Sarah too.
yeah,
I'm very
Sarah's
excited.
like been a huge too. So
I know that God doesn't make any mistakes. I know that all of us are here because there's something we're supposed to do together. So it's going to continue. I mean, y'all just need to stay tuned and figure it out. Just watch as we go along or join the movement. We would love for you to join, help out. But I want you to know that you are very, very appreciated. If no one else ever tells you, your WOW movement, your Together We Can coaching, the way you've even named those things tells me a lot about your character. You want to give back. You want to serve. And that's not what everyone else is out here doing. There are a lot of people out here just out for a quick buck, and you are actually doing the work. The fact that you would be like, I'm really not, a construction person, but I will go gut houses if I have to because that's the right thing to do. That's what I want. Those are the kinds of people I want in my circle. The people that do what's right, not what's easy.
Yeah. Well, I think that it is in everybody, and I think everybody wants to be a part of something bigger.
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody, everybody has that in them. It's just, sometimes they just got to be put in the right environment to bring that out. And
sometimes it is struggle and strife. Sometimes it is, you're comfortable How much do you like this comfort? Let's test it. And then you're like, oh God, okay, fine. So yes, I love everything you're doing. I can't wait to see you start speaking because then I'd be like, I knew her when. But Candice is
You're up for
amazing.
interview. We were just talking
Yeah,
about
please. I'm telling you now, go follow her, okay? W.W.O.W is one of them. The other one is together_we_can_coaching. And remind me about the last one. It's like a funny spelling
it.
to it, right? I'm
It's
sorry.
dysfunctionally underscore undefeated. Dysfunctionally
That's what I
undefeated.
thought.
And
Yeah.
so it's, we, so me and my partner, business partner, Linda, we're both like crazy. We've both been through like some crap, different types of crap, right? But, like we wanted dysfunctional because like we put the fun in dysfunction. When life doesn't go
Good.
right, it's finding and it's teaching people how to okay, that's fine. It's not what I expected, but let's put the fun in it.
Yeah,
And
laugh at yourself and keep on going kind of thing, right?
yeah, and stay undefeated. Like as long as you don't give up, as long as you
Yeah.
get it, no matter how many times you fall, you still pick yourself back up. All right, let's try this again. You're No matter what, you're still going to be undefeated as long as you keep getting up. So that's what we
Exactly.
really want. The message that we want to convey to people, and why we named it that.
I love that. I love that. I don't even know what to say. Like I'm so excited. I want you to understand, you guys that are watching, and thank you, Pazi, for actually joining us. For y'all that are out there trying to figure out what you want to do, and you have like 1,000 ideas. Look, this young lady is actually doing 3 different things, but she started with one, and once she got the hang of that, she added another one, and once she got the hang of that, she added another one. So there's nothing that says you can't do like 100,000 things. Start with one first, okay? Start somewhere. Wherever's easiest to start, just start there, and then you can go on from there. Like, you are not one thing, right, Candice? Like, you are not just charity. You are a mom. You are, a fellow colleague. You are a sister of mine. You are so many different things on any given day that you should have an outlet for all of those things. And that's why I love that you're doing all of this. You're not afraid to try new things. You're not afraid to just go out and just start it anyway and see what happens.
Yeah, don't put yourself in a box. Break out of that box.
No, there is no box.
Do that little wind up thing, and you pop out of your box. So not
Scare the
again.
world. Go happen to the world. Yes, scare them all.
Don't put any limits, and don't let anybody put any limits on you. That you can do anything as much as you want to do it, because the world needs. Chances are the world needs whatever you're thinking, trying to conjure up in your heart and your vision. The world needs it. There's a reason why it's been placed there. So do it.
And what Candice was saying earlier, when you surround yourself with new people, it actually helps you retrain all that nonsense that's going on in your head. Like the old chatter of other people that have said that you can't do this. You tend to replay all that stuff, right? But when you level up with like a new circle, that helps you retrain all that stuff. So please, go find people that have what you want and be their friend and figure it out from there.
They want more friends, right?
Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing wrong with more friends. There's nothing wrong with more friends.
Yeah. Thank you, Pika, for
Thank you,
having me.
Candice. I'm so glad we got a chance to talk. And this is not the end, by the way. As you keep going and as you, keep growing, keep letting me know so we can bring you on and let everybody know where you're at and how you're going. So I'm actually really excited for you. You have a lot going on. A lot of great things going on.
Thank you, and so do you. And like I said, you are a huge blessing in this new
Thank you.
opportunity, this new season in my life. So, which I'm sure that many people on here that have been watching and tuning in, you've blessed their life somehow too. So, thank you for being you, and thank you for always
You're
sharing your
welcome.
heart.
Thank you for giving me time to, put you on here and talk to you in front of everybody.
For you, always, always.
Oh, look at that. I love you. You take care. And for everyone that joined us, thank you so much for taking the time to listen. And I will be back tomorrow with somebody else to talk about.
Yay!
Bye.
Bye.